disgusting new October 7 titled restaurant Unveiled in Jordan. In Jordan, a newly opened shawarma restaurant named October 7 has ignited controversy due to its association with the date of Hamas's deadly attack in southern Israel, which resulted in the death of 1,200 Israelis and the taking of hundreds of hostages. The establishment, situated in the southern Mazar district, gained attention after Dima Taboud, a former Jordanian parliament member and a member of the conservative Islamist Muslim Brotherhood organization, shared a promotional video for the restaurant. Criticism escalated when Yair Lapid, Israel's opposition leader, denounced the naming as a disgraceful glorification of the attack, stating, "The incitement and hatred against Israel breeds the terrorism and extremism that leads to the brutal massacre of October 7th," and called for Jordanian condemnation. Amid backlash, the restaurant's owner claimed that the name was changed to October 7th, attributing it to a personal celebration of his daughter graduating from medical school in Algeria, I believe, as has been reported, and is unrelated to political events, a claim met with skepticism due to previous social media interactions suggesting that the name was deliberately chosen to commemorate the Hamas attacks. This controversy has surfaced amidst a period of heightened tensions between Israel and Jordan, further straining their diplomatic relations. So, this was insane. When I opened Twitter one day, and this is what I saw, I was like, are you freaking kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? So, let's try to be charitable for a moment and just hear what their excuse is. My understanding is that they have since changed the name, or I think they changed the name to just October. They took out the 7, they just named it October. But they say, no, 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 no. This wasn't political at all. This wasn't about, a day of genocide against Jewish people. No, 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 no. This was about me celebrating the fact that my daughter graduated from medical school in Algeria on October 7th. And people are like, that's complete BS because we saw your social media, and your social media had statements asking for suggestions on a new name. And this was one of the suggestions, and you went with it. So if that was the case, and you did this after October 7th, can you reasonably say that that date means something else? Or he's like, I'm sorry for the offense. I didn't know that this would hurt people. Like, can you give me a break? We're less than 6 months out from the worst killing of Jews since the Holocaust. Read the room. Like, it's insane. So, to be honest, I do not believe their explanation. I do not believe their excuses. To be fair, I have not been able to locate these alleged social media posts asking for name suggestions. I can't read or write in Arabic, so I can't do my research in that way. But I have a hard time believing that even if this was to commemorate a different event, that you wouldn't see the issue or wouldn't see why people would actually be attracted to a restaurant with that name. And considering the fact that, I mean, Armin, I don't know if you're watching the monetization. I'm I lest ye not forget that in Gaza, I believe there is not one store named Hitler, but I think there's actually 2.
Ooh.
And
There's
so
2.
yeah, there's 2 Hitler stores in Gaza. Okay, we're just gonna
Oh
go
my
over
God.
this other like tiny slice of land. Okay, we got an October 7th restaurant over here. Excuse me. It's insane. And I wanted to talk about this story because, like I said, frankly, I don't believe their excuse about why they named it what they named it. Um, and I wanted to talk about this story because I want people to understand the sheer level of anti-Semitism that exists in the world. Because growing up in America, like, I grew up with Jewish people, it was normal to me, like, they were my classmates, we had Holocaust education. It was just like a standard part of my life, my community, the community that my parents grew up in, and so forth. And so I really did not have an understanding of the sheer level of Jew hatred that exists in the world until I began to meet more people from Muslim backgrounds, to be frank. And then they would talk about what they grew up with in an Islamic background, in an Islamic context, and I was like, this is a level of anti-Semitism that I cannot comprehend, and I'm more familiar with it now, and I'm going to be frank, I think I still do not have a full comprehension of how deep the anti-Semitism is. And it's to the point, like, I was trying to communicate this to my partner, and I was having a hard time expressing this, and then, like, a few days later, this news story comes out with the restaurant, and he was like, "There's no way this is real." I'm like, "No, this is real. This is what I'm trying to communicate to you. This is a level of" wait, Zane, that comment. Um This is a level of anti-Semitism that is beyond the comprehension of most people that I think live in the West, and that's why we need to showcase it so that it's fully understood, because then the attitudes and the landscape of this conflict as a whole, I think, begin to crystallize. Um, Zaid said, "I also know people who tried its shawarma and said it's not good."
That's great.
That's
By the way, for people who don't
hilarious.
know, Zaid is a Palestinian living in Jordan. That's why
Yeah.
he went.
Oh my
He knows about
god.
it. Yeah.
Okay, well, the Yelp reviews are in, and apparently it's not worth it. I mean, is it like, is it cheap, so it's, like, good for how cheap it is, or it's just flat out not good? There's a
I'm
gambit here,
surprised. It's
but
hard to get. I have never. Okay, I know a lot of people will hate me for this, but I have never had shawarma that I did not like. It's really hard to mess up shawarma. Shawarma is good. How could you not make good shawarma?
I mean, no, but considering that, they're in Jordan, and I'm
Yeah.
assuming that
Oh yeah.
shawarma is bountiful, your standards become a
Right.
lot
Right.
higher
Yes.
versus, for
You're,
me,
you're
shawarma is
right. Zaid.
it's I have slim
You're
pickings.
right. Zaid is probably has higher standards than us. That's why. You're right.
Yeah.
He
Hey,
lives in
shawarma's
shawarma
shawarma, but
land.
no, that's just because I don't have a lot of it. If I had a lot of it, I would be able to develop a firm and nuanced palate.
I'm gonna order shawarma soon after this. Actually, I'm getting hungry
Oh.
talking, but I non-genocidal shawarma. I promise.
Yeah, thank you very much. We will not be
Ordering.
yeah, patroning this
I will make
establishment.
sure. I will make sure that when I order shawarma, I'll double check that it's not associated with any genocide, not just October 7th genocide, but any other genocide. Right? I'll double check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, Zaid, okay, so this is what I'm talking about. When you're in Jordan, mediocre shawarma is bad shawarma.
Oh, okay. See, you're right. You're right. Now I want to go
Sorry,
to
I'm such
Jordan.
a I'm such a plebeian, he has these, really high standards. But anyway, enough about my ranting. Armin, what did you think when you saw this story?
I thought, of course, why not? This is what do I expect. By the way, Hindutva Susanna is saying shawarma jihad. But
I have
what
not
was
seen
the
Hindutva Susanna for a long time. That's wild. It's so weird
yeah,
for me to
hello.
think that
Yeah.
this person is probably in different live chats as Hindutva Susanna. With a photo of me from like 2 years ago. Just
They're
out in the
famous. That's
wild.
what
Just out in the wild. There's this Hindutva Susanna. Who knows what they say? Shit.
um. So wait, what was it? So the officials, Jordanian officials, are they like? What is their opinions on this?
I didn't see anything specifically said by Jordanian officials. Maybe there was an update, and I tried to look for it, and people can correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, I mean, it's a private establishment. I mean, I know that Jordan isn't great on free speech in many realms, but I don't know if they would go and crack down on this.
We should make a comic book filled with, Hindut for Susanna, Jihadi Susanna, a far right, nationalist Susanna, and then these are just will
You
be
want me to have
characters in a
any
comic.
career? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with
They'll
you?
have
Why
their
would
own.
you suggest, let's have a cartoon of far-right Susanna? What's wrong with you?
No, we will have a
I
woke
wanna have a life.
Susanna. We will have a tanky Susanna and a woke Susanna, and just the little characters of Susanna, just like in having their own stories, and they're coming in contact with each other and fighting with each other. That would be fine. And Jihadi Susanna, that would be cool. I will pay for that comic. Anyways, we. Jihadi
During the
Susanna.
height of our Hindutva backlash, someone did accuse me of being a Catholic jihadi,
Oh,
which was a new
Catholic
one for me.
jihadi.
That was a new one for me, a Catholic jihadi.
Catholic jihadi. Amazing.
Axel is saying trans Susanna. Trans Susanna almost happened. That was almost the timeline we lived in.
Oh, by the way, this comment you wanted to highlight by Zane?
Saying is saying, this is to be expected. People all over Jordan were cheering, watching videos on people being murdered on October 7th, including my own family.
Holy crap. Holy crap. Again, guys, remember, Jordan is one of the most moderate of Islamic countries, right? So when it comes to moderate Islamic countries, what the people usually think of is either Malaysia, Indonesia, Tunisia, and Morocco. These are the four examples that people usually give. And apparently Zaid from Jordan is telling us that people were cheering while watching people being murdered on October 7th in Jordan, and that was a common thing, right? And now we
Zayd
see
has
that
sent
that
me like on the ground footage of like the protests and rallies in support of October 7th, like in his neighborhood. It's pretty wild to watch.
That is scary. That is scary. Again, once again, this kind of suggests that the main ally of Israel in the Middle East are the Iranian people, right? The main enemy of Israel in the region is the Iranian government, and the main ally of Israel in the region are the Iranian people, both in the same location, which is interesting. But thank you, Zaid.
Oh, I like this. Trad wife Susanna, rice farmer Susanna, Italian Bob Susanna, the new.
Oh, I like the last one.
See, this is how you get me into trouble, Armin.
Oh, okay.
This is how you get me into trouble.
We'll just won't have that. That's easy. We won't have that one.
Yeah, no race swapping, please.
That would. Yes. We got a super chat. By the way, let me see if our monetization. We're still monetized. Oh, never mind. We are demonetized. Wait, do I have? I forgot to prepare the meme. We've been demonetized.
No.
Let me prepare the meme. I will bring up the meme. I should have. For some reason, I thought today we're not gonna get demonetized. That's why I didn't have the meme prepared. I don't know why I thought that, but that's what I thought. So sorry about that, guys. I will make sure to always have the meme ready. And it's gone. It's gone. We lost our monetization, guys. At the first story, we have like 4 more stories to go, and we lost our monetization by the first one. It's because you used the H word. You used the Adolf guy. It's that one. I think it's that guy. You mentioned his name.
How else am I supposed to say what's there? Also, we're probably going to lose it anyway this stream.
I know. I'm kidding.
Okay, well thank you for everyone that helps us by growing this channel, by giving us super chats, because the YouTube gods have it out for Atheist Republic. And so by lending us super chats, sending us super chats. It really does go very long ways in supporting this channel. And if you want to make sure to support this channel no matter what, you can join and become a monthly donor on PayPal for as little, actually as $1 a month. But we have a 666 tier, $6.66 tier, which I enjoy quite a lot. Link is in the description. So please consider
Right.
just becoming a monthly donor, and we can
Yes.
continue the
But
show
also
even if we
699.
lose monetization.
699 is good. 699 is good as well. SFL saying, let's grow this channel with the super chat, but then also followed up with another chat saying, donate. Let's grow this channel to educate others. Yes, and if you can't donate or if you don't want to spend any money, just like the stream, that also very much helps a lot. That also helps. But thank you so much to everybody who's
And
donating,
Kenny,
which,
one of our
yes.
lovely volunteers, thank you, Kenny. He helps me out all the time. Just gave us €5 with no comment. And
Oh, thank you.
Marco just gifted 5 people Atheist Republic memberships. So guys, if you were just given
Yes.
an Atheist Republic membership, make sure to drop your new emojis in the live chat, which include emojis of me liking the Quran. Not liking the Quran, licking the Quran, excuse me.
Licking. That's
Maybe I
very
liked
big
it enough
difference.
to lick it.
That's it. Yeah. Also, I'm making member-only content, Susie. I don't know if you know. I'm making and editing, cutting member-only content. So if you're a member, you get to see those as well. So that's another
Ooh.
perk. Yeah.
What are you talking about on the member ones?
Well, I'm answering people's questions on the Q&As, on only members' questions. Like, so we have streams that are only for members where I answer the questions, and then we cut those into pieces, and each one of them will become a member-only video.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, Bull McLeod just gave a super chat saying, "Oh, I bet it was the new demonetized Susanna model."
Well, thank you for the super chat.
And Balakrishnan just gave us a super chat of 400 rupees. Thank you so much.
Nice. Thank you, Balakrishna. Do you know who makes the most amazing, gorgeous, and other adjectives that I can't use here on YouTube, blasphemous art ever? We do! And for some reason, we are giving it away for free. Download them now using the link in the description before we change our mind.